She said I needed to wear a bra when her boyfriend visited, so I made sure he never visited again. Some girls arrive at college ready for a fresh start, but Madison arrived like high school never ended. She lived 3 doors down and had somehow decided that my late-night water runs were her business. The crime? Existing in a tank top without a bra. The verdict? She was about to make it everyone's problem. It started with a knock on my door one Tuesday night. I'd just walked 10 yards to the water fountain in a white tank top. No bra. Because why would I? The tank was fitted, but not see-through. You could maybe see the outline of my nips if you were actively looking. Madison stood there, twisting her rose gold ring, speaking in that fake concerned voice. Hey, so sorry to ask, but could you maybe put on a bra when you're in the hallway? My boyfriend's visiting and he was, staring a little. I'm non-confrontational to a fault, so I actually apologized. Yeah, sure, no problem. For the rest of that night, I threw on a hoodie every time I left my room. Whatever, pick your battles, right? But the next morning, my roommate came back from the bathroom looking pissed. You'll never guess what I just heard, she said. Turns out Madison was in there with her squad doing a full Broadway reenactment of my water fountain trip. According to her version, I'd been practically topless, bending over suggestively, taking my sweet time while her poor boyfriend struggled to keep his virgin eyes off me. She actually demonstrated my supposed poses at the sink, complete with hair flips I definitely didn't do. That night, I passed Madison and her friends in the hallway wearing pajamas. No bra again because I'd forgotten her stupid request. She looked directly at my chest, whispered something, and they all started giggling like middle schoolers who'd just discovered Urban Dictionary. But the moment I snapped, the email. Our RA sent a building-wide message about appropriate hallway attire and respecting communal spaces. Anonymous complaint, she said, but I knew exactly who'd submitted it. Some passive-aggressive bullcrap about keeping things covered up for everyone's comfort. Challenge accepted. If Madison was so worried about her boyfriend seeing the vague outline of my nips through a tank top, maybe the real problem wasn't my outfit. I did what any petty genius would do. Research. Took me 5 minutes to find what I needed. See, Madison's boyfriend Dylan didn't go to our school. He lived 2 hours away, went to community college, and worked part-time at a vape shop. More importantly, we were in the middle of a pandemic and our dorm had a strict policy. No non-student guests. The signs were everywhere. The rules were crystal clear. Madison had been sneaking him in through the side door, letting him use our bathrooms, and having him sleep over multiple nights a week. Everyone knew it, but nobody cared enough to report it. Until now. I filled out the anonymous complaint form, the same one she'd used against me, but I didn't stop at unauthorized guest. I mentioned the mask policy. He never wore one in the hallways. The fact that he'd been using student-only facilities, and my personal favorite, that I'd seen him multiple times without proper visitor registration. All true, all verifiable, all against clearly posted rules. The next morning's email was beautiful. The RA announced they'd received reports of non-student guests and would be checking IDs for any unfamiliar faces. Effective immediately. No exceptions. Security would be doing random checks. Anyone caught violating guest policies faced disciplinary action. I happened to be in the bathroom when the email came through. Madison was at the sink with her usual crew, and I watched her face go from confused to panicked to furious in about 3 seconds. She looked around at everyone in the bathroom like she was trying to figure out who'd snitched, and when her eyes landed on me, I gave her a friendly wave while wearing a tank top. No bra, naturally. Dylan showed up that Friday night like clockwork. My roommate was in the common room when security stopped him at the entrance. Student ID? They asked. He tried explaining he was visiting his girlfriend, that he'd been coming here for months, but they didn't care. Rules were rules. Madison came running down in her matching pajama set trying to vouch for him, but the security guard just shrugged. He can visit during designated hours with proper registration. No overnight guests from other schools. She tried everything for 2 weeks. Different entrances, different times, even had him try to pass with someone else's ID. Nothing worked. The security checks continued. Random, but thorough. Eventually, Dylan stopped making the drive. Last I heard, they broke up over winter break because long distance without sleepovers was too hard. Now Madison keeps her eyes straight ahead when we pass in the hallway. And me? I walk to the bathroom in whatever I want, whenever I want. She wanted to protect her boyfriend from seeing the outline of my nips. Mission accomplished. He can't see anything from 2 hours away.